A pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back to HGN Super Foam Flying. And you can probably tell right now the wall is pretty much getting itself a little bit of a makeover, which is something that I technically do every few months or so. But because I got some time to be able to do this, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about a Sonic Ice Blaster. Yeah, Sonic Ice. I basically have my own sort of system where I can basically have a few blasters that are from pre-2016, because typically the rule is that I have blasters between 2016 and the present. But one of these days I might actually go off a little bit more so. Maybe have blasters between 2024 and 2030, if at such point that were to happen. So that's just probably what I could put together ultimately in terms of what kind of system that I have here. But I'm in fact accepting a few blasters that are pre-2016. So this one's a 2013 blaster, believe it or not. This is essentially a reskin of the Elite Rampage, which came out the year before then, in 2012. So in 2013, Nerf decided to bring back the Sonic series in a pretty big way. They brought the Sonic Ice series, which includes this, plus a reskin of various other blasters. The Mega Thunderbow, the Elite Hailfire, and a few others out there. Then eventually there was also the Sonic Fire series, and I was able to cover a couple of those, including a Barrel Break reskin and a Crossfire Bow reskin pretty much. Both of which pretty much are nice in their own right, though simply the biggest difference is just that they're reskins, different color schemes and all that, and part of a different line, but in this case, it's probably a bit more than that, because it's been a long time since I've actually owned a Rampage-like blaster in my collection, and the Raider CS35, which is the one that really started it all, is really one of my all-time favorite blasters. A lot of people call it crap, but I really do call it as subliminal as I could possibly describe it. And this is certainly no worry by any means. It's a bit more of a new generation feel to it, being that this came out a few years after the Raider and only 1 year after the Rampage. But I'm probably actually going to call it something different here, because we already got ourselves a Rampage. So this one is going to be called Thermalfury. I pretty much did the same sort of thing with the Sonic Fire blasters out there, so by any means, this is the Sonic Ice Thermalfury, because it's only fair that I give them names that attribute to cold, snow, ice, and all that. Whereas the Sonic Fire blasters, they're the complete opposite. Ones that are fire related. So here the Thermalfury is pretty much what you think of it. Rampage-like performance and Rampage-like functionality, where you have this grip on the bottom, primes the blaster. And then of course, this is basically what you use as an alternative. Just like with how it was first introduced to begin with the Raider, and then brought back again with the Rampage. Simply hold the trigger down and use Slam Fire. And just like that, well, 6-dart clip is out. But you know what though? I really do feel this is an amazing blaster. Not just for being a Sonic Ice series related blaster, but also just a blaster in general. The Raider really did brought some amazing ergonomics. But the Raider also brought a few other unique things. It included its own stock adapter port, which it did come included with the stock. The Rampage didn't come with its own stock, nor did this. So, although it might be a disappointment, you can always use stocks from other blasters, which I do have a few of them with me. And there's even some tack rails on top, ones that cover the entire top side of the blaster, from barrel to stock. Pretty much what you need. There's a little gap between them both though, so you can easily insert a scope here and a dart holder over here, or any other such combo that you can put on the top. But to summarize, the Sonic Ice series sure did get quite a bit of a knack just for reskinning blasters and giving them a sort of clear blue color scheme, along with some more refined ergonomics and performance, as opposed to what the originals have given us over the years. But the Thermalfury, being a reskin of the Elite Rampage from 2012, happens to perform so well compared to many others that I've seen so far. But it's not really to worry, because I will actually be back here with another Sonic Ice Blaster very shortly, and you'll be able to see it in full force. Coming soon on HJN Super Foam Flying. But until then, if you want to see more, go down to my channel, then make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.